They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the single back.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They'll run play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. A first down for the offense. Looking for room. It's James. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently,
and that's a live ball. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Makes the catch. It's holding. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the ball slipped out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're...
Snatches it on the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pulls it in. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
It'll be a draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And That play had no chance, and you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field, but it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass, and I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback will audible. Johnson looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Giddens. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. Trying to get behind the defense. And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Powers through. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Off the play fake. Looking left. He makes a catch. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. It is great to have a tight end that can do it all and one that can get downfield and make a play.
And I like matching and mixing and matching up the play fake on play action with this tight end because it just gives him a little more time to work his route down the field. Nice play call there by the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now on second down after the good first down run. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Ducks want to crank their tempo. To the ground with the back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Comes out throwing on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Dickey. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to throw, it's Gabriel. It's complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
It is perfect. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here. You go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Johnson wants to throw it. Getting some heat. He fires a bullet to the right. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They get him down, clock's running, and they're not going to get another play off as time expires here in the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to...
Fires There's the pass. Intercepted.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this defense has been lights out for the majority of this football game. They did give up a score to this guy, but they know who the big weapon is. They know where the quarterback is going to be looking. So here in the second half, they're going to have a plan for him, and they did on that last one.
Second down after that incompletion. Johnson looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Quarterback checking the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Woo, that defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
That last completion sets him up on second down. They'll leave it with him. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth down attempts, they'll try it again. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Corners are going to bail. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Dropping back, it's Gabriel. He lobs one high down the left side. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know, you're asking for an interception.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. They'll give it to the back. And the Wildcats have enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, they'll give it to the tight end. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it, but he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force-feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Kansas State 14, Oregon 3.
Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. He's going to pass. Got a man. It's Johnson. Makes one man miss. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The short hands, it's James. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
With the catch, it's James. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. The run from the shotgun. Trucks through the defender. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get it. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The give to the tailback. Using the spin move. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Unleashes 1. Working on the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Quickly to the tight end. Great move there. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Snags it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Barrels ahead. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Johnson looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
That receiver is going to think twice about running that same route again as this game goes on because he just got lit up. I'm not even sure how he held on to that ball.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to the air one more time. Going for it all. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ballgame. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play because that was a critical turnover.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this fourth and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Oregon! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner goes down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this.
Going deep. Wide open. He makes the catch. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Wildcats! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And now the ball is knocked free. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball.